आपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धान्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपेक्षमङ्गलद्वयं निगमशाक्यशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरशौर्यनिग्रहं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन् सर्वेषां स्वागतं. This is the Bhāvārtha session for the 57th shloka. इत्थय्यदीक्षेत हि लोकसंस्थितः जगन्मृषैवेति विभावयन्मुनिः निराकृतत्वाच्छ्रुतियुक्तिमानतः यथेन्दुभेदो दिशि दिग्भ्रमादयः इत्थय्यदीक्षेत हि लोकसंस्थितः जगन्मृषैवेति विभावयन्मुनिः निराकृतत्वाच्छ्रुतियुक्तिमानतः यथेन्दुभेदो दिशि दिग्भ्रमादयः. So the conclusion part of this is, so itham, like this, in this way. Yadi iksheta, see, watch. Yadi iksheta hi loka samsthitaha. That means why we need sannyasa, that has been explained over here. Living in the world, loka samsthitaha, living in the world, when we look at it like this, that is having the mind of a sannyasi, we are looking at it, then what happens? Jagat mrisha. Mrisha is delusion. Mrishaiva iti. Jagat mrisha eva iti vibhavayan. So contemplation, vibhavayan, that is the dvaya we are seeing, no? Vibhavayan, that dvaya, that dvaita, what we are seeing, that munihi, vibhavayan munihi. That means here, even if a worldly minded person, muni, that person is able to look at this kind of abheda bhava, the experience of non-difference. So even if a worldly minded person of reflection were to practice this abheda bhava, that means a person who is a samsari, when he practices this, when he practices sannyasa, sannyasa is not that yogi, that is not sannyasa. Sannyasa is bringing about focus on oneself, that contemplation within oneself. That is sannyasa. So even if a person who is a samsari, who is all those things that they want to, one who is caught up in social worldly affairs, that is what they are seeing over here, that person also tries to practice this. When he tries to practice this, then what happens? He will see me. He will realize me. That is what they are seeing in this. Then nirakritatvat, nirakara tattvat, that is through that negation, that is yanneti neti, that using that. Shruti yukti manataha, that there is a chakara because of sandhi. Nirakritatvat shruti yukta manataha. Nirakritatvat shruti yukta manataha. Shruti yukta manataha, that means using the methods that is prescribed by the Shruti Pramana. When we understand the negation process, through the negation process, when we practice abheda, then yatha indubhedaha. Indubhedaha is multiplicity of moons. That means there are so many moons. Jupiter has 60 something moons. Uranus has so many moons. Like that. We have one moon, and all we see is that moon. Indubhedataha. So we think that is our world. So The world is a delusion, just as many moons seen, or as confusion of direction, we may experience a new place. So, Indu Bhedataha, like that, Dishi in the space, Digbhramaha, the confusion of direction occurs. So, even if a person of reflection is still earthbound, still has body fascination and is attracted by the objects of this loka, that is loka samsthita, samsari. So if that person also dwells on the idea of abheda, not the world of plurality, if he practices abheda tattva, then pure consciousness will approach him as well. That means Brahman can be realized him as well. And he shall in time develop more and more detachment and move towards a spiritual dimension. In the end, obviously, he will realize the Brahman. So it is not only the calling or anything like that. Anybody can practice it. Now, that person, he should not, Digbramaha, that means confusion of direction. He should not get confused like we get confused with Indu Bheda. That is all. So what happens is, in the world of plurality, there are many delusions, thinking that this itself is true. Like we see one moon and we feel that that is the only moon, because that is the only moon that is affecting us. That is the only moon we can see also. We cannot see anything. But even the sun also, we can take that, for example. We think ours is the only sun. In fact, ours is one of the smallest suns. There's so many suns in the universe. So we keep thinking this is our world, this is our world. No, we need to move beyond it. That is when we will understand we should not get Digbhramaha. Digbhramadeyaha must not happen. That means the confusion must not occur. We should go beyond it. When we go beyond it, then we will definitely be able to realize the Brahman. That is the Bhāvārtha for this particular shloka. Here again, what we need to understand is that duality has come into play. Again, they are saying that the duality must go away, and for that, ahankara and all those differentiating factors, discriminating factors must be given up. That is actually a continuation. That is the essence over here. So with that, this is the Bhāvārtha for the 57th shloka. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहिषा वो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।